Hey guys, welcome back to another TV show review. So today, I just finished watching The Boys Season 4. Before we start this review, let me just say that I was a fan of the previous 3 seasons. I thought they were all spectacular, so when I heard that they were making the 4th season of the show, I was excited. And now that I have just seen all 8 episodes of this new latest season, I can say that this was not the best season, but I still had a blast with it. Now, there is some stuff to process here, so let's go through the best and worst parts of the show. The best part of the show is easily just Billy Butcher and Homelander. If I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, these two characters are easily the best characters that this show has ever given us. And Carl Urban and Anthony Starr are the two actors that play both of these characters, and I just love their performances so much. Carl Urban as Billy Butcher is really good, and Anthony Starr as Homelander is really cold and menacing. And I just have one question. How have these two actors not won some type of award for their performances as these two characters yet? Like, I've never seen an actor play a character so well than Carl Urban as Billy Butcher. And as for Anthony Starr as Homelander, on the other hand, this season has given us one of the best performances from Anthony Starr as Homelander. To put it simple, in episode 4 of this season, it delivered us one of the greatest performances from Anthony Starr as Homelander. Like, seriously, give this man an award. And overall, these two characters, specifically Homelander, were absolutely great. Another thing I enjoyed from the show is the action. The action was brutal, gory, and bloody diabolical. And I mean it in a good way because I've had so much fun with the action. And overall, this show has given us some bussin' action scenes. Another thing I enjoyed from the show is the inclusion of some new characters like Sister Sage and Firecracker. These two new characters were some really nice additions to this show. Sister Sage has been absolutely hilarious this season, and Firecracker's story was absolutely intense. Like, the way that Firecracker turns against Starlight is just absolutely insane. And when Firecracker's with Homelander, they are one hell of a scary duo. And overall, I like these new characters they introduced. Another thing I liked about this show is that there was a lot of intense and crazy moments. Like, those intense and crazy moments that this show has given us just went above and beyond. And overall, I enjoyed those types of moments. Another thing that was probably one of the biggest highlights of the show is the redemption arc of Atran. This guy went through some of the craziest character developments I've ever seen in a superhero show. If you think about it, this dude went from being uninteresting to likable. And I just absolutely loved how this show made him become a good guy for once and try to help out the boys. And perhaps my favorite moment with this character is the time he took Mother's Milk to the hospital. And overall, this guy is quickly starting to become one of my favorite characters in the show. And the final thing I enjoyed from this show is the new Black Noir. This new version of Black Noir was absolutely hilarious, and every time he pops up on screen, he just never fails to make me laugh. I find it quite funny how he went from being silent to actually being a yapper. And overall, the new Black Noir has been absolutely hilarious this season. Now let's get right into the negatives. One of the things I didn't like about this show is that this felt like a giant setup for the next season. It's as if they haven't made any good progress with the story until the end. Another uninteresting thing about this season is that it relies so much on shock value. You can tell that this show just wanted to focus on being edgy rather than trying to tell a good story. Another thing I absolutely did not enjoy from this season is the way they treated my boy Huey. Huey went through a lot in this season, and they just treated him like a joke. Like, this guy got assaulted 3 episodes in a row, and they think it's funny, but me personally, it's not. Like, the way they did Huey in this season is just downright malicious and just crossing the line. Like, this guy couldn't even catch a break. And overall, yeah, I genuinely felt terrible for Huey this season. Another thing I didn't enjoy from this season is the Frenchie storyline. Like, what was the point of Frenchie finding another lover if he's just gonna go back to Kamiko? And the final negative thing is that Atrian wasn't in the final episode. Like, where was he when we needed him? But overall, I had some fun with watching this season, and while I do think it was weak at times, it was still on par with the first 3 seasons. And with season 5 confirmed to be the final season of the show, I am definitely interested to see how they're gonna go out with a bang. And I give this season an 8 out of 10. But anyways, yeah, that's my review of The Boys Season 4, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more reviews like this, follow me for more. Peace out.